Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. As promised, I've decided to take a closer look at a play that I was trying to understand earlier today, but I just couldn't work out what was going on the field for me to be able to determine what the matches were. If you saw the video earlier today, you would have seen me figuring out cover 4 quarters that I've kind of got my head around now in terms of how the match defense works on that. But I'm still trying to work out how cover 4 palms works, and that's what is going to be the topic for today's live, or this evening's live stream. So yeah, we're going to get into it. Cover 4 palms. I usually run this out of a nickel 2-4. So I've just lined up a practice session with the 49ers against the 49ers, and initially what we'll do is we'll just take a look at the play in question. So here we have over on the right for triangle. Now, if you're new to Madden or you're not sure what defenses to call, you may have noticed that we've got like this little inset in the corner. It can be zone, or it can be blitz, or it can be match. And you'll see this in the bottom corner, color coded, or orange for man, to tell you what sort of defense you're going to be running. Now, man defenses are pretty self-explanatory, man-to-man. Zone are pretty self-explanatory. Players cover areas of the field denoted by the coloured circles. Blitz is when you're creating an overload and sending multiple pass rushers. And a match defense is kind of a mixture between I was going to say man and zone, but that isn't always the case because you can blitz out of a match defense as well. So there are some wrinkles on this, but I'm primarily running cover 4 palms out of nickel over. Now, one of the reasons and one of the best times to run cover 4 palms is against a field where your players are overloaded or your opposition is overloaded. So think bunch formations, trips formations, and that sort of thing. And usually I'm running cover 4 palms in those situations, but I'm not fully appreciating what each of the players are doing. And I'm hoping that I can understand that better today. And in turn help you guys understand this a little bit better as well. So bear with me. I'm going to be learning this as well. And if anybody watches this and they've got any tips, if I've got anything wrong during this, be sure to let me know in the comments. Otherwise, strap in, make a drink, and let's get into it. Cover 4 palms. So as we can see from the play art, I've called this 146 times with an average of 4.5 yards per game. So you can see I call this quite regularly. You can see the play art there. You can see the cover 4 is denoted by those 4 deep zones that are in the dark blue. We've got 2 safeties and 2 cornerbacks. And then we've got another cornerback that is running one of the pink zone, which I believe is called a hook. And then we've got 2 linebackers, one running a hook and another running a mid zone in yellow. Now, in my defense, when I'm normally playing in Madden Ultimate Team, I'll usually have a sub linebacker playing in that position. So what would normally be the middle linebacker in this position is essentially the sub linebacker in your substitutions. So now what this doesn't show you is what rules occur, and that's where match defense comes in. So what a match defense will do, like if we just quickly look at cover 4 quarters, the play art looks identical. And it is. And again, you can see 238 calls on quarters. It's another one of my favourite defences to run. And I understand this one better. I understand the assignments better. So that means I execute it better because I know what I'm doing with each player. And I know where I can move my user player to best cover the field and give the CPU a hand. Because it does glitch out. There are plays and times where the CPU will glitch out. So let's get back into cover 4 palms. Let's call a play. So I've already called a play on offense. You can see I've turned on the play art here. I might need to turn this off actually. I think maybe I should have turned it off for the offense because it's going to get a little bit unwieldy. Let me see if I can do that quickly. Options. I don't think I can do it from here. What I'm going to do is because well, let's see how we get on with it. So I've already called a play. I've already called a play here. And you can see on the field, we've got the artwork for the defense. And it resembles exactly what we're seeing in the play art. Actually, I need to switch sides. Actually, I think I am gonna quit this. What I'm gonna do is I don't want to have the offense being listed. So what we will do is we'll just have it defense only, and then I want to turn off abilities and then normal. That'll do it. And then I want to be the 49ers on defense. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. Right. So we should be able to see what's going on a little bit easier now on defense. So again, I'm going to come in and I'm going to choose cover 4 palms. And then on offense, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a gun, and then I'm going to look for a trips formation. So yeah, let's go trips X nasty. So in this formation, we can see that we've got the 3 wide receivers to the right hand side, and then to the left hand side we've got another receiver essentially. So what I believe should happen on this play is the 2 outside guys should man up the 2 outside receivers. So the receiver behind Huff here, on Huff's side, here, Green. So Green, yeah, we can control him. So Green will man up against Ricky Pearsall, and he will not change that. He will just be man, and he will follow him wherever he goes. And on the other side of the field, the same will be true for Lenore, and he'll be marking 84. I believe that's Kendrick Bourne, possibly. So these 2 guys will be playing man. Now this is where it gets okay. They're going to run it, right? So let's do a replay on it and let's see if we can figure this out in terms of what happens. So by my judgment, this guy, my guy here, is that Green, Ronaldo Green? Yeah, so Green should be on Ricky Pearsall. So he's straight in as a man. And that is exactly it. So we've got that. We worked that out. And the same, I believe, should happen on this side. Let's see if we can figure this out. So we've got Kendrick Bourne. No. Okay, I'm confused then. So he stayed in his zone. So I was expecting Lenore to be in man on Bourne, and he hasn't. So that must be the match. He's just stayed in that hook zone, but he should be in a deep zone. I think that's broken. I don't think that's right. Right, let's do another play. So let me just change. What I want to do is I'm just going to choose a new play. So we're going to go obviously palms again, What I want to do is choose something where those outside guys are kind of going a bit deeper. Let's have a look. Maybe we try... so I don't want to do bunch, so spread nasty. I want to try one with the tight end tucked in to the line. Let's have a look. Have we got one? Tight base flex, split back, empty bunch tight. So I want a running back there. Yeah, let's just keep it with trips nasty. Right, so we don't want the screen. What do we want? I want the outside guy. Motion wide corner. I don't think this is going to show us them being in man. Let's try motion spot wide corner, because this has had us a few times. So again, I'm expecting that Lenore should be just in man and follow 84. And the same with Green on the other side. Right, let's see what happens. Come on, you can snap it, Purdy. Why is he not snapping it? Did I do something wrong? Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, I know why he didn't move. I was controlling him. That's why. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. He stayed there because I was controlling him. That is why. Right, so if I do instant replay, now let's have a look at what Lenore does. And yes, he mans him. There we go. We got it. We got it. So on that side and this side, they go straight into palms. Those outside guys go straight into man coverage. And then I think what happens is this safety is kind of... This is our free safety, right? Pinnock. I think this is our free safety. And I believe he becomes sort of free to roam around and assist. So in this case, he would be coming in to essentially give assistance over Ricky Pearsall. That's what's happening on that side. Now, where the match coverage comes in, I believe this guy. So we've got a linebacker here, D Winters. So a linebacker, D Winters, is in a medium zone. So he's just going to patrol this area. Then we've got Kendricks, who I believe is a corner. So all these three are corners, and then this guy is the strong safety, I believe. So these guys need to choose who they're going to be following, basically. So if one of these guys runs deep, let me just see what happens. So Jennings is going to run a drag, and the two linebackers take care of him, and then Kittle gets picked up by the free safety. So that's how the match works there. That makes sense. Two outside guys are running man. This guy would normally be a user, so we would be usering this guy. But here, obviously, he's checking down on McCaffrey. So he's making sure that there isn't a pass there to McCaffrey. So and this is normally how I play my user. Normally, I'll wait in this vicinity, sort of hang around in this sort of area, and see what the running back does. If he stays into block, I'm covering people downfield. if he flares off, then I either send a D lineman out there to cover the flats, or what I should be doing is what's happening here, that the linebacker goes across. Now, again, like I was saying earlier, when we talk about a hat on every play, we can see we're pretty well covered here. Everybody is getting covered. Now, I think if these roles were reversed and Kittle goes deep, if Kittle does a drag, I believe the safety will take him. Yeah, I think that's what we need to test. Right, let's do the play again and see how it happens again. All right, so the safety is on Kittle again, which is what we would expect. So the linebacker makes a beeline. We're in man there. Yeah, so that makes sense. Right, let's choose a new play. And we will change the assignments of what happens on that right-hand side. So we're going to stay in. So we had switch wheel. So this time we got Kittle going deep again. Whereas what we want this time is we want the middle guy to go deep. Yeah, we want the middle guy. Play action cross, high low. Here we go. Yeah, let's try slot fade H wheel. So this time we've got Kittle and Jennings going deep. Now I believe this time the safety should take Jennings. This is what I'm thinking should happen on this one. The safety should go and take Jennings. The cornerback should get Kittle. Is that what happened? Let's have a look. I don't think it did. I don't think that's what happened there. Let's watch it a few times just to see. So the safety is still taking Kittle. I think what we need to do is to prove. Let's have a look at the replay, because these matches are different. What should happen is if this guy goes deep and this one doesn't, or this one goes deep and this one is shallow, I thought that a different player would mark him. Since they're both going deep, the safety is still marking Kittle. And then our other corner. So we're essentially manned up. So we're playing man there on the outside. If they go deep. Yeah, so I think he's staying in the zone, right? I think that's sort of what's happening. Right, let's change. Let's choose a new play again. So I think I'm sort of getting it. I don't know how I can sort of hot route the offense. I don't know whether we can do that. It's a bit frustrating. Right, Trey Y flex. Let's see if we can get. What I want Kittle to be. Okay, this one might do it. So dagger. Right, let's try shock H option. So what again I'm expecting is the safety. So this time we've got Kittle on the right. And then oh yeah, this is it. I think we've got Kittle on the right. The guy on the right, because Kittle is close in, should not man up on Kittle. He should respect the zones. That's what should happen on that side. On the left-hand side, because that's where the trips are, the corner on the left would be man. And then I think this is where we would see a switch between what the offense is doing. So let's play this out. And Kittle is wide open. Goodness me. Goodness me. Goodness me. Let's have a look. So I think what's happening here, because Kittle he's not out wide. I think what happens here is those players are playing their zones, but I'm almost sure number 2 is messed up. I think he's made a mistake there. I think he should be in that deep zone, and Kittle basically did him. And then what you can see here, let's check this side. So Bourne should be manned. Yes. The other corner takes Jennings because he's gone deep, and the safety doubles up. And then our linebacker yeah, that sort of makes sense. Let's see it again. I want to see if Kittle gets open again, and he does. Goodness me. So that tells me that that's vulnerable. Why isn't he going into that zone? That's interesting. I might try and control. I mean, it could be that the gate that is glitched, because I'm expecting Lenore to go into that deep zone like that. So I don't know. That could be. This could be a glitch play. Because I'm expecting Lenore to go into that deep zone, and he's biting on something. But what is he biting on? That is interesting. Let's have a look at him again. Just going to hold down L1. Hang on a minute. That's what we want. Right, let's have a look what happens. So why is Lenore not backing off? What has made Lenore bite on the inside? So I'm not sure about that, but that tells me that maybe there's a gap in the zone. Let's try. Oh, he's covered him that time, so maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe that Kittle is so good. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting him to do. So maybe it is a glitch. So Green, Lenore is going into that zone, but he's getting mullered because Kittle's killing him. Yeah, so now he's got it right. Yeah, that would make sense. So what I'm thinking about doing, just so that we don't get that problem where Lenore is being duked out, I think I'm going to go perfect passing and make both players max ratings. And then I'm going to keep the player on, because I'm wondering if it converts to man. Maybe this is what we need. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. So I think we've got it. I think we've got it. So we'll go 49ers offense, 49ers defense again, and then what we would do is go again for nickel. Get our palms again, And then we went gun, and I believe we're not going to find this now, are we? Trying to remember which one it was now. It was the wheel, wasn't it? Yeah, I should have made a note of the play, really, shouldn't I? Maybe favorited it. So we know that the bunch is on. Where were we? Were we in trips? I don't think we were in trips. Were we? The bunch was this side, and then Kittle was. I think it was this, wasn't it? Shock H option. Yeah, I think it was that. So we've got Kittle on the right. So we'll let him play it out. There we go. So you can see the assignments change to man. So it is doing what I'd expect it to do. So we'll see it again. So you can sort of see that the assignment changes. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the safety, so the corner, yeah, that's right. See, this is working differently than before. He's not getting cheated out no more. So because everybody's max level, Kittle's not juking him into the next state. He is man to man on Kittle. So Kittle's going deep. So if Kittle was right next to the line and he wasn't spread out, that he was sort of bunched up on the line and there wasn't a gap between them, I think the assignment is different. But because he's outside, he gets treated the same as the other guy on the outside. And then obviously the number 43 is manned up. He's in a zone, he's in a hook zone. So he's protecting where the ball went there. Winters is controlling. So again, we should see Bourne manned up. Yes. And the other corner takes Jennings and the other safety is support. So you've got an extra hat basically that everybody's covered, but because we're not blitzing. So you've got an overload essentially. But you've got 4 guys rushing against 5. So yeah, that sort of makes sense. Right, let's choose a different play. Let's choose a different play. So we'll stay in palms, of course. And then what should we do? So I kind of want Kittle. Yeah, let's do this. So Kittle is on a drag. So I'm just trying to work out, what am I expecting on the drag? Am I expecting Lenore to take Kittle? I think I'm expecting Lenore to take Kittle. No. Okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look at that. So 43 took Kittle. Oh my word, no. The safety took Kittle. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The safety took Kittle. Oh my word, you'd have been wide open. Why wouldn't you hit the drag there? That makes sense. Like this play looks like that is crazy. Maybe that's a play we need to we need to favour it. Let's see again what happens. So it looks like the safety is supposed to cover Kittle. Yeah, he mans up. He gets caught up, doesn't he? That's what happens. Now he's sort of got him. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. So the safety takes the tight end if he does a shallow route. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Now to prove it, we've got to get Kittle doing maybe a short, like a quick out. So is the one where Kittle is just doing like a cheeky quick out. Let's just have a look. So that's another one with a drag. Yeah, let's try this one. So on this one, Kittle isn't going deep. So I would expect this guy to cover Kittle, Pinnock. That's what I'd expect. So Kittle isn't going deep. The corner goes into man on 23. There we go. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Yeah, that is it. So the motion causes the outside corner to go into man. And then the safety is supposed to come down and cover Kittle. Right, let's do his job for him and see. There we go. That's what should happen, I believe. Let's just see it play out again. So Kittle, I don't know. It looks like D Winters is supposed to have Kittle, but because he's on that, yeah, he moves across. Yeah, he's manning. Yeah, the linebacker is on Kittle in that regard. That makes sense. Let's see what happens on the other side of the field. So we've got a bunch. So again, somebody's going to man Bourne. No. So Pearsall goes deep. Oh, he's already passed it at that point, so we don't get to see it, do we? Yeah, I kind of get it. Palms, right, let's go. What is this one? So that's another motion. Is that the one we just did? Gun bunch flex. So I don't really want those guys in the bunch to be in a motion. That's the one we just did. Let's try this one. Let's just let it play out. Yeah, you can sort of see the match assignment change there. Let's have a look again. Right, so Kittle is straight down, and the outside guy mans him up. That's fine. So that we know for sure. Now Bourne. So Pearsall is going deep. So these guys are staying in their zone. So 43 stays in his mid zone. And the other guy, the other safety, takes Pearsall. That's Pinnock, yeah. And then Jennings is manned up. Yeah, so the inside safety goes into man on Jennings. Man, I can see why I'll get ripped apart on these plays. Because Bourne, I mean, he goes into block. He doesn't finish his route. As soon as the ball is gone, he's blocking. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and I'm going to choose a new play. I'm just going to finish up by running quarters against. Should we run it against? Let's go with Z spot. So it looks the same. It looks the same. Yeah, you can see that anybody that went into a deep became manned. Yeah, and you can see, right, let's choose a new play. So instead of, I'm going to choose quarters again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to, Hail Mary. Everybody is running a streak. So what should happen is everybody should go into man. There we go. Got it. So, yeah, what have I learned? I guess I know the outside guys will man up anybody that goes on a streak. And then the free safety and the other cornerback change who they cover based on whether they go deep or whether they go shallow. And that changes who they cover, I believe. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you've got any tips for me, if you think that I've missed something out or misunderstood something. But I don't quite 100% get it at the moment, but I think I'm getting close. I can see why it's really useful against those overloaded offensive sets with trips left or right or bunch formations. I think I'm going to enjoy still doing my cover 6 in those scenarios, but I think I am going to use cover 4 palms a lot more when we're in that situation where I think the team might be running, or especially sweeps. I think the cover 4 is really good at stopping the run just because of the alignment of the players being a bit closer in, especially quarters. I mean, I'm going to try that actually. Before we go, I'm just gonna check quarters, and I'm gonna get them to do my favourite halfback stretch. Now, because all of the players are within like 12 yards. This is why it works against the run. And they're not getting anywhere. And I don't think they will get a positive rush. Unless they get good blocking, which they did. So that sort of makes sense. Now, what a lot of people do with their user, they're very, very good controlling the user, seeing which way Purdy goes, know the run's coming, and cover the outside angle. When people do that to me, it forces me to come inside. So I'm looking which way Purdy's running, and bang, they're not. If I'm controlling it, if I'm controlling the offense, I kind of know they're not going to get past me on the edge in quarters. And one of the other things you can do. Oh, he did me. Well played, son. Well played. That was good. So a lot of people will also bring their player a bit further back and sort of run out like this, make the tackle. That happens to me so much when I'm running, because what they're doing is they're keying in on which way the quarterback's going to go. And the further back they are, the more they can avoid all the chaos around the line. So, you know, they sort of bring this guy back. Yes, it's a run to the right. Yeah, okay, my open field tackling wasn't great. I think this is what we need to do, you know. I think we need to sit in practice a lot more and really analyse what's happening. Like keeping your hips square with strafe, I think is quite useful there. But bringing this player up, waiting for Purdy to turn to the right. Oh, we got sucked into a block. That's a touchdown. Like if you don't execute well enough, then that's what happens. You end up giving up the big play like that. So you know it's not a done deal, but I'm definitely liking running quarters. Like I've seen people do this. Like what does he change the run if we're already there? Not really. Like I see people threaten me by doing this, and then when I run up the middle, they come back the other way. So I definitely think we should be doing much better when it comes to run defense and getting a bit more smarts, getting some more smarts when it comes to that. Let's try the safety. So this is why the safeties are so key to the run game. Like this is why I tend to like subbing in run stopping free safeties. Well, definitely the strong safety. Right, there we go. So I think I'm going to do a little bit more research on it, but for now I think we'll leave it there.